Wintrader is back, as once again we have to take matters in our own hands and try to force an action from ArenaNet that, let's be honest, does not moderate PvP whatsoever, something that surprisingly we were able to do in the past. Or were we? The story starts with Season 35 ending with a drama again, as we had God of the Arena popping up on the leaderboard in the last hour of the season, the classic, an account called Disney, who nobody really knew anything about. Well, once again, let's investigate. Let's look at some in-game footage from Season 35. Notice on the minimap how the Revenant on the red team is not playing, and Disney is basically getting a free win here. And also due to a display bug, we can see that it is Philip who has name changed his account here, and the AFK ult is just 600 AP. Well, weird thing is Philip has been solo queuing at 5 AM. Nobody who would try to play the rating up legitimately would solo queue at these hours unless you were trying to farm up games by win trading. And here we can see how Philip is queuing into this account called Wonderland, which this is for him when he's about to take loss. Wonderland, huh? Well, Falco has been duo queuing with Philip, and at some point during their session, Philip swapped the account and played on Wonderland himself. So if ArenaNet actually moderated PvP and would do what they promised in the announcement that's still pinned on the forums by the way, this guy should be banned by now. When spoken to in-game, Wonderland brags about having 25 accounts. Surely no connection at all to Philip's Discord name 500 accounts, right? Well, seems like the pressure gets to Philip after all, since he even admitted to win trading for us on Discord. So we caught the Wintrader, even my DT pod is going to try to get something done. Well, nothing happened. And at that point, Philip has started weirdly bragging to people about selling his account for monstrous amounts of money that no one has ever paid for any service in any game before. What is going on? Presumably after becoming a laughing stock of the community, Philip, ashamed of himself, has decided that he's going to sell his account, and everything here checks out, is the only Slovenian of the title. Well, one thing that doesn't is the offers he supposedly got. For more than 2 years, I monitored Epic NPC, and no one has ever paid these amounts for an account, so this seemed like there is more to it. Philip wrote on Epic NPC that he will give the API key to the highest bidder, or stream the account through Discord. But when messaged with a supposed $6,000 fucking dollars offer, he chickened out. If you look at Epic NPC, there is zero offers, zero communication, zero feedback for this auction, which apparently ended with him getting $5.6k into his pocket. Philip is clearly an amateur and has no idea how trading works these days. PayPal to the mass scale refunds is just old news, and a gold standard for 99% of Epic NPC transaction is their escrow system, so Philip should have automatic Trade Guardian feedback through that if he really sold the account. Oh, and there is also a chance that he faked selling it to give legitimacy to his failed boosting business that he got zero interactions with as well. At this point, clearly mentally disturbed Philip has tried to even buy an account with a gizmo, and you know what? I went in and baited him with my own 3 gizmo account. But I got played! Because I asked 300 bucks for it, and he couldn't even pay that much. And sadly, I cannot even show you this interaction because Team USA got me fucking banned from Epic NPC. After I exposed their close-knit cooperation with Pureblood, who's a moderator here. Well, I lied to you. About one thing, Philip does have Trade Guardian transaction through Epic NPC's escrow on his account. But, if you look at this transaction, Philip is the one buying the account. A random account with 11.2k achievement points. He clearly cares too much, but wants to get away from the hate. And just like he didn't have 300 bucks for a Gizmo account, he resorted to negotiating down the price for the account to 130 bucks. And that's the entire trading history of Philip. Do you really want me to believe that someone paid 5k for an account they do not play? The account does not log into the game, but Philip logs into the forums to read them. He's even here today, 10th of July. And if you thought that was unhinged, look at Philip using his account to post doxed nudes of e-girls that don't care about him. And this is the same account that he used to win trades with in Season 35. At this point I'm on the hunt for Philip's accounts, and by turning to his friends we get the answers. He plays on Lowin and Force Baja. Force Baja, weird that Philip would get a random 12k achievement points account from nowhere. It makes perfect sense, it's the 11.2k AP account he bought on Epic NPC and got 900 AP by playing the game here. And indeed, Philip goes by Lowen now even on Twitch. Here he is admitting to queuing at night. Remember we saw him win trading at 5 AM earlier, but somehow he calls other people for it. He also goes full ego flex on people, here telling Lycra that no one wants to play with him. The same insecure little boy Philip, with character name God Mode that loses duels 100-0 on his main class to a reroll scrapper. And what does his team think about him? Here is his teammate from last MAT straight up calling him shit, useless and a resource waste. And let's talk about the last MAT for a bit. Philip has even admitted in-game to sharing accounts while preparing them for his teammates to play on. Once the account was ready to play on, Dark Ninja has disappeared through account name change once again to Dorm Vous Actuellement, fuck my French, the account that played on the team with Lowen. Looks like Philip also decided that getting more than 500 accounts is not up to his budget anymore, so he took the account back from his teammates to play on it himself. Once again a spectacular show from ArenaNet on how little fucks they have to give about PvP. When it comes to Season 36, expect the same as Season 35. Philip is already showing off his rating in Twitch, like it even matters. Even after he got exposed, he's win trading it again. Last time he was showing rating in leaderboard, it was 200 rating less. He's also out there talking about the classic changing your account name before appearing on the leaderboards to make it harder for ArenaNet to look into the game's history as to avoid bans. The thing that fucking Socket did 3 years ago now. And of course, more lies about account prices in order to look cooler somehow in his twisted mind. The actual funny thing about this picture is him pricing the crown gizmo for $1.5K. And you know why he says that? Because he took the bait on Epic NPC yet again when he was trying to buy a gizmo alt himself and got told $1,500. This is Philip for you. I have no words, honestly. It's like he doesn't understand he's the only one that cares about his insecurities. One way to know your life is a lie is if you can't make fun or at least laugh at yourself if you fail. Normally you would laugh it off just like if it happened to someone else. Philip, your insecurities make you care about it so much that you resort to faking all this shit just to fucking ego flex on people. In reality, it's not their laugh that actually bothers you. It's that somebody inside of you is already always making fun of you. It's you.